See, I give him right back. Always feel better when you hit somebody, you know? Can I tell you about a recent trip to Tibet? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do tell.
I'm not used to this story there yet. What's going on is that Professor Bill and Mrs. Bill took 80 of us out to mainland China in Tibet to visit those folks out there.
Who's got some water?
This Ray is getting some water. Give it up, Miss Ray. I was really impressed with Tibet because that's one of the 1,000 places you gotta see before you die. We almost died getting out of there, but that's later on the story. Flying in there was kind of neat because it's surrounded 360 degrees by the Himalayan mountains. You got a dive bomb down into this cold, or this dome, and land. So we landed okay, and I got to tell you, I really appreciate the culture and the beauty of Tibet. Reason why is because to this day, there's folks out there living to 125 years on a regular basis, plus. And it's due to their culture, their climate, the altitude, and their lifestyle. They still live a very simple life, but they're very good at what they do. Their craftsmanship is absolutely phenomenal. I was impressed because they do this, what's it called? Hand-woven tapestries. And I sat there and I watched this guy do it, and I called the interpreter over and said, talk to me a little bit. And I said, I got a friend back home, I want to do something special, can you do it? He says, well, what do you got in mind? I told him what I had in mind, and right before my eyes, he took what I had envisioned and made it into reality. I got it right here, getting ready to give it to Miss Cokinos. Matter of fact, hold up. What this says, it's an eagle, and it's a thank you. Go ahead and applaud. And it's a hand-woven tapestry from literally the rooftop of the World Fair. And it says to Chairman Nicholas Cokinos, thank you for teaching us and so many others how to fly. It's by Bridget and myself and the Universal team. So it was 15th October 2017. Give a round of applause. And I get back to flying out of there. That was something special. We got on the plane, heading out. I looked out the window and noticed there's a dust storm getting ready to move. We was on tarmac for a good half hour, and it didn't let up. So they put us back in the airport, and we were waiting about 2 hours. And we're sitting there watching. I don't know if you've seen the Tibetan dust storm, but this thing was a monster. It was so huge we couldn't even see the mountains. They were all the way around us, and they were very close to us. And then all of a sudden, after 2 hours, the national guide came up and he says, we're going to let this jet that's coming in, we're going to let it try and land. If it lands without crashing, then you know we got a good chance of getting out. That's what I said. I said, excuse me? He says, we got this jet, it's going to get ready to land. We're going to authorize it to land. If it lands without crashing, then we know we should be safe and getting out. He was dead serious. And I think, oh my goodness, so we had 80 of us with our nose pressed against the glass, watching this poor jet spit and sputter, and sure enough, it landed without incident. So we knew we were on. We got on the plane, and we were off. And I tell you what, folks, that Tibetan pilot earned his money that day. He was shooting and jiving about, weaving in and out of these Himalayan mountains, trying his best to find an air pocket so we could circle up above the peaks. Now I was sitting on the wing, well, on the seat next to the wing, and it was going at a 45-degree angle. I gotta say, it's a pretty rough ride. People were screaming and hollering and yelling and carrying on. And I'm looking out, and I see these snow caps were as far as the eye could see in every direction. And we're climbing up and going pretty well, and all of a sudden, bang! Within a second, we dropped 30 feet. And oh boy, that set everybody off. And I didn't think nothing of it, but then I look over my shoulder, and I look out the wing, and the wing is going back and forth a good 6 feet to in. And I think, I hope this thing don't break off. And I look over and I watch I catch the stewardesses who does this fight every day, and both of them are crying. And I said, this ain't a good sign. And I said, I got to tell you, I said my little prayer. I said, Lord, I love you with all my heart. I just ain't interested in seeing you just yet. I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if Bridget and the kids are going to be okay with anything, but it's my time to go. And obviously it wasn't my time to go because I'm here with you now, thank goodness. But when I got home, I did notice that we had a brand new formal living room suit and a brand new formal master bedroom suit as well. So for the kids, they're going to be just fine, thank you very much. True story, by the way. One thing that struck me the most was that the Tibetan people are very steeped in tradition, much like us in the martial arts. One thing I noticed is that even though they're halfway around the world, we have more in common with each other than we do have a difference with each other. And in keeping with that tradition, we're going to share with you some of the traditions of Universal Kempo tonight. One of those is, remember where we come from. Pastor Bill taught us this. Remember where we come from. Remember the people that have helped us get to the level that we're at today. It's a very important piece and tradition in our system. And so with that in mind, we give you that tapestry, but also, Ms. Cokinos, I need to understand, I know you know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. There's not a person in this room that you haven't touched and influenced in a positive direction. And for those of us that have paid close attention to you and heeded your advice, we're now living the lifestyle of our dreams. Thank you very much. So understand, yeah, give me this. That when we're doing this demonstration, it's not just Universal doing it, but it's the synergy of this room, this energy that's driving this demonstration. So this is all of us. This is our way of saying we remember where we come from, and remember you, sir, who have helped us get all of us to get to the level that we're at today. So this comes from a space of love from everybody in this room. Okay, so with that said, let's get started. Don't mess up.
Don't mess up.
Self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others.